British singer Ollie Murs gets completely embarrassed as host Graham Norton exposes the fact that he has a crush on Mila Kunis. Oh, and by the way, Mila was right next to him.
If you could have kids with any celeb,
oh no,
who would you have them with?
No.
Do you remember your answer, Ollie?
Is it me?
It's not you.
Actually, you did this last time. You did this. Oh.
Chef Gordon Ramsay had been annoying and playfully flirting with Sofia Vergara for the majority of this interview with Jay Leno. Then this happened.
Chocolate mousse.
Yeah. Fish and chips, that's all you eat.
What? That's right, exactly. Exactly.
Go to Colombia, they'll teach you.
That's right.
No touching.
Yeah, and this is perfect. Yeah, perfect.
During this clip from the Graham Norton show, actress Kate Beckinsale recalls the hilarious prank she pulled on her partner involving a piece of hotel chocolate.
How funny would it be if I just tucked it in between the person's buttocks while they were asleep? So halfway through the day at work, there was the... and then the horror. I've done this without even feeling it.
During this hilarious clip from the Jimmy Fallon show, actor and comedian Russel Brand uses his British charm and charisma as he flirts with Catherine McPhee.
Catherine is welcome to sing here. No, don't do the Queen. For the Queen! No, don't sing that, please, Russell. As you know, I've announced it. I find Catherine very attractive. Then when she said exchange numbers, I thought things that I'd like to exchange with her.
While on Jay Leno, Kevin Hart is joking around about Shaquille O'Neal having nothing to do with his time. Soon after, Shaquille comes out to surprise him.
I'm serious. I saw him at like Home Depot 2 weeks ago. He was helping people. Like he wasn't even shopping. He was just helping people put stuff in the car. I'm Shaq. I don't have nothing to do. You
Oh, Shaq, good to see you. That's right.
Jimmy Kimmel is completely caught off guard and uncomfortable when actress Gal Gadot asks for his opinion on her breasts. Talk about getting put on the spot.
I know how seriously comic book nerds take this kind of stuff because I am one of them.
Really?
Yes.
What do you think about my breast?
What? They look great. Yeah, both of them.
Thank you.
While discussing their biggest fears, Mark Ruffalo leaves comedian Josh Widdicombe in complete shock as he makes a witty joke.
I have a phobia of being chased around with poop on a stick.
That's fair.
I wouldn't say... I'd say we've all got that fear. There's no one that goes, no, I'm up for that.
Yeah, what are you afraid of?
Well, I was going to go with flying, but I think I'll go with...
Girls over 12?
Jimmy Fallon gets embarrassed as Nicole Kidman recalls their incredibly awkward and uncomfortable date in the 90s. The funniest part is that Jimmy didn't even know it was a date.
Did I date Nicole Kidman?
Sure.
Did we
so
go
I
on a
go
date?
over though, and you're there in a baseball cap and like nothing, just like, and you wouldn't talk. You didn't say anything. You were like, hey. Did you? Right?
I didn't say. I was very nervous. I didn't say.
I'm like, okay.
I didn't know this was this is a thing.
During this segment on the Alan Carr show, Ariana Grande accidentally throws the ball too far. Comedian Jimmy Carr comes up with a witty joke that leaves the audience laughing and feeling awkward at the same time.
Okay, there you go. Spin that and then throw it.
I don't know.
In my head, you were so much better with balls.
Just ignore him, he's on a register.
Discussing the fact that he still DJs in nightclubs, Jamie Foxx explains the uncomfortable situation he's often put in when younger women ask how old he is.
So I was DJing at this club, and these girls was by the DJ booth, and they were just so young. Like, I said, well, how old are you? I'm 22. Well, how old are you? I'm 23. And, oh, my gosh, she's ancient. She's 27. I'm like, wow, yeah. When I told them how old I was, you would have thought that I told them I had a terminal disease. They said, well, I'm 49. Oh, my God. Can't you die from 49?
While discussing what it was like to film a movie on the streets of New York City, Justin Timberlake does an impression of all the men that would hit on Mila Kunis.
Somebody yelled at her from they were in a correctional facility bus. And
but this bus wasn't really at me. I
Mila
like to think
Kunis.
it wasn't at me.
Soon as I make bail, huh? I make bail, we make babies. Bada bing, bada boom. Mwah.
Nicki Minaj has a hilarious response when she's asked whether or not Justin Bieber made a move on her while filming their music video.
And he's at that young age where, you know, when he gets a hard on when he gets on a bus. Did he make a move on you?
No.
No.
I don't think he couldn't even feel me through that big poofy skirt. His little thing.
During this clip from The Ellen Show, P. Diddy is explaining the fact that he is definitely not afraid of clowns. Soon after, Ellen gives him a shocking surprise.
I have so many other things to be fearful of. A clown is not going to scare me.
Really?
Yes. I'm not afraid of clowns.
But I heard that you were.
During this clip from The Conan O'Brien Show, Conan has a hilarious reaction and response when his guest, Beth Byers, accidentally grabbed Kat Dennings' boob.
That guy.
We'll talk about this later. Okay.
All right, I gotta plug this.
I just touched your boob.
What? Roll that back! I didn't see that! Roll it back! Roll it back!
During this hilarious and also viral clip from The Wendy Williams Show, while talking about a serious subject, Wendy seemingly pauses to pass gas.
From a man to a woman or a woman to a man, but you can't even do that locker room thing. That cop wasn't playing that. I mean, you're lucky you only got battery. What if he filed for sexual assault?
Charlize Theron was completely shocked to find out that Seth Rogen worked with porn star Stormy Daniels on 2 separate occasions.
You worked with Stormy Daniels.
I did work, not in a porno film.
Did you not know this?
Don't just say it like that. Like, if you ever need someone to be naked in a movie, you should hire a porn star, because it's the easiest thing they did that week. And
while on the Graham Norton Show, Jamie Foxx is faced with an awkward situation as he's asked to explain the spicy lyrics from his R&B song. Emma Stone's reaction when she finally gets it is hilarious.
There'll be puddles in the bed, the weatherman say.
Yeah, but why were there puddles in the bed?
Yeah, wait a minute.
Was she an older lady?
What is that?
Was she?
Oh!
It's cloudy skies right there between your thighs.
I know this technically doesn't count as a talk show, but during this funny game of playground insults, Kevin Hart exposes Dwayne Johnson's secret butt tattoo.
Those aren't my
Beverly
movie.
Hills Cop.
That's Eddie Murphy.
What are you talking about?
That's not my movie.
Oh, you know what? No. Pootie Tang was great.
That's Chris Rock. Now you're just naming other black comedians. You're not even trying. Tell you a little secret about Dwayne nobody knows.
He was wonderful in that.
Dwayne's got a tattoo right above his ass that says, "Come on."
During this clip from the Jimmy Fallon Show, Donald Trump gives Jimmy a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to mess up his hair.
With my hairspray.
During this hilarious segment on the Conan O'Brien Show, Kevin Hart is very anxious about standing on the street corner waiting for their ride.
Look, I'm not saying that I'm scared, because I'm not, but this ain't safe. We've been on the corner for some time right now, and it looks like we selling ass.
I mean,
you know, that's the look that you guys are
that ain't the look I want to put out to the world.
Hey, she's gonna try to buy anyway. We're not selling any ass, lady! Oh, come over here and try to buy any ass, because this ain't where you're gonna find it. You ain't selling ass over here.
After getting an x-ray in an attempt to prove that her butt is real, Kim Kardashian lets Alan Carr feel it, just to make sure.
So I did an x-ray, and I was just like, there you go, people. No implant.
But you must have been
it does look like there's a weird hole there, and I don't know. Do you want to feel?
Can I have a feel?
You know what a real butt feels like, right?
Oh, yeah.
While on the Graham Norton Show, Jennifer Lawrence recalls a very awkward and embarrassing situation she faced when she tried to approach J.J. Abrams and the Star Wars cast.
I was like, be right back, guys. I'm gonna go say hi to the Star Wars dudes. And I approached their table and was like, and the whole table was just like, And so I realized while I was dancing, I was like, they have no idea who I am.
Sandra Bullock discusses the idea that nobody in real life looks good while having intercourse, and the only reason sex tapes look good is because they know that they're being filmed.
I can't imagine that someone would look good whilst having intercourse, not knowing they're filmed. But have you noticed anytime someone has a sex tape, it's beautifully lit, they've got the good angles, they're like, that's right, that's like over the shoulders.
During this clip from the Graham Norton show, Nicole Kidman lightheartedly calls out Graham for bringing up a picture of her kissing Alexander Skarsgård.
And we've got a picture of you at the Emmys. There you are, being congratulated by Alexander Skarsgård.
You are so provocative, Graham. Why are you showing that?
It's a lovely moment of celebration, Nicole.
I kissed my husband too.
Well, there he is right there.
In this hilariously inappropriate clip, Nicki Minaj performs a live freestyle about Stephen Colbert. I really hope his wife wasn't watching the show at the time.
I might Steven after the show. He gonna come back to work with a magical glow, but... I wasn't done, Steven.
All right.
When you see us, please don't stare. Just address me as Queen Nikki Colbert.
While discussing her apparent earlobe fetish on the Conan O'Brien show, Evangeline Lilly leans over to check out Conan and Andy's earlobes to see who she prefers.
I'm always checking out people's earlobes to see if they've got good ones.
Yeah, well, really get in there. Get in there. That's nice.
How about...
Oh, my God.
What? Why him?
Oh.
Mine gets bigger if you just keep...
Jennifer Lawrence is brought to tears when comedian Jack Whitehall tells a hilarious story about a Spanish restaurant toilet that wouldn't flush.
I ushered him into the toilet, right? I pointed at my poo. I went to flush, it went down straight away. Like I just invited him into the toilet to say goodbye to my shit.
God, I'm so organized. Wow.
While on the Graham Norton show, Jamie Foxx recalls his very nerve-wracking and embarrassing first encounter with Tom Cruise while doing an audition with him.
Tom Cruise reads his line, but it was like this. So I thought he lost his place. So I said, we right here. He says, I know, I said the line, I'm waiting on you. I'm like, oh. So now I'm sweating, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I done lost my place, I done went blind, the whole night.
Seth Meyers gives a very shocked reaction to Rihanna's very inappropriate recommendation on how to impress his wife on Valentine's Day.
I want to, like, blow my wife away with, like, a romantic night out. What do I do?
You said it.
What?
Blow your wife.
While discussing his days coming up as an unknown comedian, Kevin Hart shares one story in particular about a male strip club and a buffalo wing.
I just remember this dude from the back. He was like, that's enough. And he just threw a buffalo wing at me. It landed, hit me in the cheek, a little bit of sauce. Got like, I assumed that it was a woman with a deep voice. So I was like, who threw it? Who threw it? He was like, I did it. And I contemplated just taking my clothes off. I was like,
From this clip from the Graham Norton show, while talking and showing off her new butt tattoo, the rest of the guests discuss how lucky the tattoo artist is.
It is from mid-back. Well, the guy that did it is actually an exceptional artist.
Yes.
Like, he's not just a tattooist, he's an artist.
He's a lucky bastard, that's what he is.
During this hilarious clip from The Ellen Show, Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart roast each other's baby and teenage photos as they pull up on the big screen.
You look like a detective that's a DJ. Like you
I'm trying. I actually bought a picture of Kevin for you guys when he was 16 as well. There he is, yeah. Look at you. He's doing this. I wish I was this tall, but I'll never get this tall.
Amanda Holden shows off her incredible gymnastics skills as she performs a handstand for the audience, and the guests on the couch definitely didn't mind seeing that.
So I just stand here.
My makeup artist is going to kill me for messing up my hair.
I can't believe you're doing this.
After being asked what his secret is to getting women, Russel Brand turns on his flirt mode as he tries to charm the host. Oh yeah, did I mention this was on live TV?
My secret is that
I know that within you there is a limitless divine beauty, and within me as well. And if I connect with that, then we'll be okay. And you as well. And Chris, for God's sake.
Give it. He's good for everybody.
Everybody's beautiful.
During this segment on The Jimmy Kimmel Show, Jennifer Lawrence has a very humbling experience as she walks around the streets asking questions about herself.
Right, Jennifer Aniston is way better than Jennifer Lawrence. Do you agree? Yeah, much better.
I love her.
Prettier, funnier.
Yes.
Yeah, better movies.
Yes, I love her.
Yeah, overall.
Yeah, great.
I'm Jennifer Lawrence.
During this funny clip from the Conan O'Brien Show, Keke Palmer tries her best to teach Conan how to twerk.
You there? Come here. You there and I'm...
Relax yourself.
Okay,
And you're just gonna do a little booty isolation. It's gonna go one cheek, other cheek.
I can't... I have no ass what to speak of. I have nothing here. There's nothing here.
While on Graham Norton, Emily Blunt gets frustrated with Russel Brand for continuously interrupting and trolling her about her scary shark encounter.
I had a real close encounter with a shark recently.
Little though, shark.
It wasn't. It was about 6 feet. So
Did it eat people? Was it
well,
that tight?
it wasn't. But why are you trying to diminish my
It's
story?
just the type of fish. You went near a fish.
Let me tell
People
you.
do that. That's your story. I was near a fish once.
Actor Tom Hiddleston does absolute killer impression of a British talk show host, Graham Norton.
So, welcome back. You've never been on the show.
Russel Brand declares his love and admiration for Jennifer Lawrence during this funny clip from Conan O'Brien Show.
You said you fancy Jennifer Lawrence.
Sure, she's a really beautiful Oscar-winning actress. I wouldn't go, I refuse to have sex with this glorious creation. Anyone would, even if it wasn't, like, say you were a woman and you weren't even a lesbian, and they went, do you want to have sex with Jennifer Lawrence? You go, well, I might as well. I bet she's probably a pain in the arse, but why wouldn't you, like, just... She's bound to be, isn't she?
No, she's fantastic. We've had her here on the show.
Oh,
She's
come on,
great.
mate. Anyone can pull it off for 10 minutes. I'm nice for 10 minutes.
During this funny clip, Keira Knightley discusses her very uncomfortable sex scene with her friend James McCaffrey while filming a movie.
He's a friend, he's really lovely, and it's always awkward because he's a friend and that's awkward. And we're in the middle of it and suddenly this voice just goes, Keira, wank him off! Okay, no problem.
During this clip from The Jimmy Fallon Show, actor Finn Wolford comes up with a great comeback when Jimmy asked him if he can read or not.
Big deal.
Come on, Jimmy.
I thought that was a big story. All right, come on. Can you read?
This is really cool. Oh, can I read?
Yeah, can you?
Can you host?
During this funny clip, television personality Stephen A. Smith learns why you should never go after Kevin Hart, especially when it's about his career.
People might walk up to you occasionally, and they might want to just take a picture with you and say, congratulations, great work. With me, they want to debate.
Well, Stephen, here's what I want you to realize. A, you're lying. Nobody comes up to you. Okay? Stephen A. Smith does not have one fan. Not one.
Russel Brand strikes again. While on live TV discussing celibacy, Russell simply couldn't help himself and had to flirt with one of the co-hosts.
I'm nervous to ask this, but you did say at the start of the year that you were considering attempting celibacy. Is that something that you have continued with?
What time do you finish work?
During this now iconic interview between Madonna and David Letterman that is full of flirting, cursing, and most of all roasting, a particularly funny moment happens when David struggles to pull out a list that Madonna is sitting on.
Now, Madonna, I'm told that you prepared a little special comedy thing for us, your own kind of...
Me?
Yes, your top 10 list there. And I think All America is... oh, man. Damn thing seems to be stuck. Somebody bring me the jaws of life!
Sofia Vergara has a hilarious and witty response that has everyone cracking up when Conan says I love you to her when she first enters the show.
Oh, so happy to have you here.
Did you miss me?
Yes. I missed you so much.
I missed you a lot.
Yes. I love you.
Don't be creepy.
During this hilarious clip from the Graham Norton show, British comedian Greg Davies recalls a significantly low point in his life that includes a hangover, food poisoning, and his mother's underwear.
So I went to the toilet and I pulled my trousers down and some of my mother's knickers had got mixed up in the wash she'd done. And I was wearing my mother's underwear. And I went, oh, God, oh, no. Oh, I remember going, oh, you loser. This is such a low point, you f***ing loser.
While on the Graham Norton show, actress Mila Kunis discusses her voiceover work on the infamous hit show Family Guy, and the fact on a regular basis, people will come up to her on the street and shout, "Shut up, Meg."
But I'm just hearing Meg from Family Guy, which... does that happen a lot with people?
I do get, the one thing that I get the most of is "Shut up, Meg" on the street. Like, all the time. I will walk down the street and be like, "Shut up, Meg."
On the Graham Norton show, while discussing his work on Family Guy and the many voices he can do, actor Seth MacFarlane completely shocks and impresses the other guests and audience with his Peter Griffin voice.
They come from various places. I knew 1,000 Peter Griffins growing up in New England. I mean, guys who would not think before they spoke, like,
no self-editing mechanism. Everything it's coming out here with no gateway.
While on the Graham Norton show, actress Anna Kendrick recalls a pretty embarrassing situation she faced when she accidentally mimicked the way someone spoke while staying in England.
I had a thing where I was checking into a hotel and somebody came out and said, "Oh, do you need help with your bags?" And I thought they were doing a bit. So I went, "Oh, I've been traveling all day, I have no idea." He kept talking like that, so I had to like slowly transition out of it.
While on the Graham Norton show, Keira Knightley recalls the awkward and embarrassing Skype call she shared with the director when she had to show him her planned facial expressions for an intimate scene.
I had to go on Skype with David Cronenberg so that he could see what my planned weird sex faces were. But Skype froze. Really, like, meeting with this big director, who I think is amazing, was suddenly just this kind of...
During this very entertaining clip from Jimmy Fallon show, Lady Gaga makes a fabulous guest appearance and gives Jimmy some money.
Thank you, buddy. Be careful in those shoes.
During this funny clip from Stephen Colbert's show, Stephen is forced to cover up Sandra McDaniel with a sheet of paper.
All right, let's go. Make sure